Stars Ice Cube addresses claim he has direct knowledge of the secret meeting that changed rap. Ice Cube has addressed the claim that he was aware of the secret meeting that changed rap, and the N.W.A. legend isn't pulling any punches. The idea of a secret meeting that changed rap stems from a blog post first popularized about a decade ago, in which an anonymous source claimed that a group of 25 to 30 decision makers in the music business conspired together in 1991 to create a prison pipeline of sorts through rap music. According to this conspiracy theory, the executives would hire a group of black men and women to create music that encouraged criminal behavior, thus supplying the privately owned prisons, who were alleged investors in the music industry with much needed free labor. What are we seeing in Florida? What are we seeing all across the country? People incarcerated over and over and over again, and just staying in that business and keeping it going and getting return on investment, ROI, for the people who put the money up front. The letter has been promoted by some rappers, and a fan brought it up to Cube on Monday, January 29th. According to the writer, he believed that Ice Cube and the rest of N.W.A. were either directly involved with the meeting or were used as the template for record labels to create a series of clone rap groups, thus feeding the prison pipeline. Right? Illiteracy and, poor teaching, bad schools, that's also part of the prison pipeline. The no Vaseline rapper, though, wasn't impressed. Quote, opinions are like a-holes. Everybody has one and they all stink. What evidence do you have to make a statement like that? He replied. He tweeted about it on January 30th. While Ice Cube may not be a fan of conspiracy theories, such as the secret meeting that changed rap, he hasn't been a fan of record labels either. Over the summer, the rapper was a guest on Bill Maher's Club Random podcast, where he alleged there is a financial connection between the rap music industry and private prisons. Quote, who benefits and profits off our bickering and division, responded Ice Cube when asked about the rise of petty societal debates that create division, such as faulting one another for not using updated racial terms. Quote, follow the money. Quote, I don't know their names, Bill, but if you follow the money, you go high enough, you start to see, Cube added. He then used the record industry as a broad example of how people at the top can manipulate what's going on with the people who are bickering and fighting. He suggested that the same people who own the record labels own the prisons, while noting that it seems kind of suspicious, if you want to say that word, that the records that come out are geared to push people towards that prison industry, unquote. Reputable scholars have concluded that the music industry to prison pipeline is an urban legend, albeit one that touches on complicated issues. What do you think? I mean, I've posted recently about some replacement ditties who've been instrumental not only in pushing the kind of smexy red style of rap and that kind of celebrity, but there's also a preteen boy rapper who is making the rounds with some very aggressive, very, I'll say it, disturbing storytelling in his quote music. I've been debating on whether to cover that child. I think you've heard about him having been at the club with people like Drake. It's like, well, did Drake bring the kid to the club, or are there other, entities and employers and management and A&R people who brought that child to the club, right? You're never too young to earn a check, right? If there's someone that makes it okay for you to participate in whatever's going to make you money, right? We go through that on all sorts of social media as well. Are you making what you want to make, or are you going to make the thing that gets you clicks and views and money? And how much and how many are you willing to sell out to do so? Interesting that Ice Cube was he kept it cute Right? He works in this industry, but I'm sure he has seen a lot more than he gonna tell us about. Let me know what you think.